Welcome to Bulk Video Import, the assembly line tool for getting many videos into ComusThumbz at once, from a single CSV paste or a server-side CSV file. It handles 3 import modes: fully downloading and processing, hot linking for thumbnails only, or embedding a third-party iframe, and wires up all the metadata in one pass. Categories, models, sponsors, sub-sponsors, SEO, ratings, view counts, scheduled dates, even extra timeline thumbnails. Open it at domain.com/ct/admin/video_bulk_import.php, or from the top navigation menu, click Import, then click Bulk Video Import. You'll see a green gradient banner with video camera icon entitled Video Bulk Import. Below, breadcrumb dashboard/videos/bulk import. Below the header is one card with 5 stacked sections: field mapping playlists, field mapping configuration, import options, import data, and import guidelines. We'll walk each, then preview, progress, and cron warnings. Section 1, field mapping playlists. List bullet icon, saves and reuses column mappings. If you regularly import from one source, set up the mapping once. Save as a playlist. Load with one click, 2 side-by-side controls and 3 buttons. Load existing playlists. Drop down of every saved playlist alphabetically from TBL video field mappings. Selecting submits and restores the full configuration. Column mappings, delimiter, import method, forced categories, forced model, sponsor, random ranges, schedule windows. Playlist name, text field. Type and click green. Save to write as JSON. Refuses to overwrite existing names. 3 buttons. Gray new clears the form. Green save writes. Red delete confirms then removes. Tip: playlists save the mapping and options, not the CSV data. Paste data fresh each time. Section 2, field mapping configuration. Table columns icon. The heart of the page, telling the importer which CSV column maps to which database field. Top has a status line, columns mapped with a green count and a green add column button. Below is the mapping list. Defaults to 2 rows, video URL and title, the bare minimum. Each row shows a number, a drop-down of 32 field types, a live description, and a small red minus to remove. The drop-down options: video URL, title, description, tags, categories, models, studio, director, producer, duration in seconds, content rating, access type, embedded code, thumbnail URL, release year, series name, episode number, season number, featured, age verification, meta title, meta description, meta keywords, resolution width, resolution height, FPS, bitrate, sponsor name, sub-sponsor name, schedule date, extra thumbnails, and N/A for ignore. Click Add Column to append, up to 30. Descriptions update with selection. Tag shows separated by semicolons. Model shows separated by commas, auto-created. 2 rules. Row order must match CSV field order. Title is required. Every row needs one or it's skipped. Section 3, import options. Sliders icon. Rules that apply to every row. 5 rows of controls. Row 1, 3 side-by-side selectors. Import method, the biggest decision. Mode 1, download and keep video. Fully downloads and runs FFmpeg, HLS streams, MP4 fallbacks, thumbnails, posters, previews. For content, you have rights to host. Mode 2, hotlink plus process thumbnails only. Briefly downloads to extract poster and timeline thumbnails, then deletes the file and keeps the source URL for playback. Mode 3, embed iframe code, stores the iframe directly with no download, but requires a thumbnail URL for every row. A yellow info note reminds that overlays, watermarks, ads, and playlist behavior aren't available for embedded videos. Mode 3 trades full player control for speed and storage. Status: initial state of every row, pending, processing, or active. Most installs leave it pending. Delimiter, field separator, default comma, Type open brace tab, close brace for tabs separated. Pipe or semicolon also works. Row 2, force categories. Applies 1 to 10 categories to every row, overriding the CSV. Add category adds a drop-down. The first becomes primary. Force model overrides the models column. Normal from CSV reads from the row. No model leaves blank, or pick any active model. Below is auto-detect models from title or description. When on, scans each row's text for known model names and links them. Auto-detect runs only when the model field is empty. Row 3, force sponsor, overrides the sponsor column with one sponsor. Force sub-sponsor, free text. If the sub-sponsor doesn't exist, auto creates under whatever sponsor is assigned. Row 4, random assignment. Random rating range, min and max, defaulting to 1 and 10, picks a random rating per row, stored as the public-facing display override. Real rating count starts at 0. Random views range, defaults 1,000 and 12,000. Same idea for the view counter, set both to 0 for fresh 0 displays. Row 5, random scheduling. Random schedule between dates, checkbox, +2 date time pickers, schedule date A and B. Every row gets a random publish between A and B. Stagger 100 videos across a launch calendar without setting each manually. Final row has one checkbox. Check for duplicates. Queries TBL videos before each insert and skips matching titles. A paired only within same category scopes the check. Section 4, import data, file import icon. Top has a yellow example box showing one sample row, video URL, title, description, semicolon separated tags, category, model, studio, director, producer, duration, content rating, access type, comma separated. That order matches the default mapping. Below are two inputs. A large text area labeled video data, 1 entry per line. Paste CSV rows, 1 per line. Horizontal scrolling so long lines don't wrap. For more than a few thousand rows, use a server file. The second input, or use CSV file, server path, takes a path to a CSV already on your server. Useful for very large imports or FTP uploaded feeds. Path must be inside uploads. Validated with a real path check. Below is a green preview import button. It submits your config and goes to the preview screen. Does not import yet. Section 5, Import Guidelines. A green-tinted help panel with circle info icon. Restates the rules. 3 import modes, category and model separators, auto creation of models and sponsors, random ranges, scheduling, playlists. Read-only reminder. The preview screen. Click Preview Import, and the form is replaced by a preview panel. Green gradient header with eye icon and video import preview. 2 summary lines, import method and status, plus forced categories if any. Below, a 6-column table showing the first 10 rows parsed by your delimiter. Headers col1 through col6. Sanity check. If title appears under description, mapping is wrong. Mostly empty cells equals wrong delimiter. Tab data with comma delimiter, for example. Bottom, gray, go back, and green, confirm and start import. Behind the scenes, Preview writes 3 temp files into a session-scoped folder under ct/admin/temp. Your raw CSV, the mapping JSON, and the options JSON. The session suffix prevents 2 admins from colliding. The progress screen, confirm and start import navigates to a live progress screen. Green gradient header with cogs icon and processing video import. Description warns, please do not close this window until complete. Take that warning seriously. Closing doesn't crash the import. The runner has ignore user abort enabled. But you lose live feedback. Leave the tab open. Below the header is a striped animated progress bar from 0 to 100%. Below it, processed N of M, switching to complete. Below that, a scrolling log streaming in batch messages. Batch 0 through 24 begin. Added download, video title, rejected duplicate title, DB insert error on row 42, and so on. At the bottom, 6 stat cards. green added, blue downloaded, cyan hot-linked, gray embedded, yellow duplicates, red failed. Real-time updates. The runner processes in batches of 25 rows, pausing 100 milliseconds between batches for memory management. Each row parses by delimiter, decodes HTML entities. Smart quotes from ~RSQUO or ~LDQUO cleanup. Truncates titles to 255 and meta to 500 to prevent data too long errors. Applies forced overrides, picks random ratings and views. Computes schedule date if scheduling on. Runs duplicate check. And inserts into TBL videos with unique slug, SHA 256 check, sum, MD5 hash. Links categories and models, auto-creating any model or sponsor that doesn't exist. Extra thumbnails parse semicolon-separated URLs and insert into TBL video thumbnails as timeline thumbnails. Logs the result and updates the stat card. When done, the log appends a summary, import complete, added N, downloaded N, hot-linked N, embedded N, failed N, duplicates N. And two buttons appear, gray, admin home, and green, new import. Critical, cron jobs must be running. The warning that catches new admins. Bulk video import only writes rows to the database. It does not download files, run FFmpeg, or generate HLS. Background crons handle that. Without them, your imports sit in pending or processing forever. Two crons. The main video processor at ct/admin/cron/video_processor.php FFmpeg pipeline. Reading status processing, downloading source if needed, generating web MP4 and HLS, posters, timeline thumbnails, animated GIF, contact sheets, and uploading to storage. Schedule every 5 minutes. The conversion poller at ct/admin/cron/conversion_poller.php for distributed conversion jobs. Every 5 minutes. Modes 1 and 2 produce videos in processing status that depend on the cron. Mode 3, embed, is the only mode that goes straight to active without cron. Open cron manager at domain.com/ct/admin/cron_manager.php before your first big import and confirm both crons are enabled. Execution history will show whether they're firing. Two more notes: embedded HTML for iframes accepts only iframe, embed, object and source tags. Anything else, script, style, custom HTML, is stripped silently. Security feature: failed required field rows, missing title, missing video URL on non-embed, missing thumbnail URL on embed, are skipped immediately, logged with row number, and the import continues. After it finishes, scroll the log for any line starting with row n:, fix in your CSV, rerun with corrections. That's bulk video import. 5 sections, playlists, field mapping, import options, import data, guidelines, a preview screen, and a live progress screen with 6 real-time stat cards. Set up your column mapping once, save as a playlist, drop in a fresh CSV each week, and get hundreds of videos into your library in minutes. Keep the video processor and conversion poller crons running. Watch progress logs on first imports to learn patterns, and this becomes the most efficient tool in the admin panel for growing your library.